So what's up, everyone? Today we have Firefly Club with the man SoSaFlo from Team Rocket Academy. Welcome, my man. So, man, I have to ask you: did you bring the party over here?
You know I brought the hype. I am so excited to be here. I haven't done any real research on Firefly yet with everything that's been going on with the regionals, with factions and Nemesis Cup still going down. Like this is my first look at Firefly Cup and I'm so grateful to be invited to the party so that I could bring the party and we could talk about this new cup because whoop whoop. We got a Vigoroth meta again? Is that what I see?
Yeah,
Walrein ban? Dragalge ban? Like we got some good things,
yeah,
some good Pokemon to play with, and this meta will be really nice, kind of like an easier, more relaxed meta after Nemesis Cup. Nemesis Cup was a real humdinger for the thinking there. But this cup seems like it's going to be a little more tight basing where you could play around a little bit better.
yeah. It seems Nemesis Cup, like you said, was like a tough one, special for new people to join up. Because it was like I need to get a fighter, I need to get an anti-fighter, bodyguards, all that stuff, and this one seems clean. Because yeah, you have the types that are alone, that don't
Mm-hmm.
have like something in special against uh, one another. Like you don't have like a pseudo fighter, because you have fighters but don't a special fighting type.
Yeah.
So seems okay, and most of the people already have like Vigoroth, Galvantule, like you said. So probably more people will be interested in Firefly Cup. Talking about that, we have the Alolan types that are normal, bug, electric, poison, and ice. But like always, the mega. The important part is the ground types are banned. Walrein also, as Cavalier, Dragalge, like you said before, uh, Panchirisu, and the
That's the
watermelon.
Salazzle, that's the Salazanzer, the Sazzle Dazzle, the
The
new poison dragon
the
thing.
dragon family.
Yeah, the Zazalos or
the,
Zazelia.
something like
The
that.
the
The
oh
one from the Rocket X. You should
yeah,
know. You should know.
the 12 km kilometer that you have to hatch. It's only female can evolve.
Yeah.
Sazzle,
Something like that. Something
Yeah,
like that.
and then the parachute,
Yeah, yeah.
parachute.
But with these types, like we see here, only bug resist kind of resist to poison. Uh, wha- pop short, pop short, pop.
Sorry,
No,
that
no,
was
no.
my pop up.
It's no problem. It's no problem.
That was my pop up. I'm
No,
finally
no,
getting the stream on so I can see the chat going on here. Finally,
no,
I was
no,
like,
no.
why hasn't it loaded up yet? But yeah, all right.
No, it's no
You
problem.
were you were explaining.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. With bug only kind of resist to poison, and don't have a type that show off on this start. Uh,
Mhm.
do you think this will be more open meta? There is no like um, elemental that is more important than another. Or
I
what do you
think
think?
I think it's gonna be as the main typings, the five main typing here. I think bug is gonna be what you're gonna look at because there's so many variety of bug out there that we can play with. You've got your poison bug, you've got your steel bug typing,
Yeah.
so bug and your electric bug, right? So there's gonna be a lot of variety there with the bug typing. I think what you'd want to do is maybe focus on your ice typing and your normal typing since those two are kind of really restricted. We haven't really seen many variety of normal typing besides fairies or like so charm users or like lickitungs or tanks.
Yeah.
So maybe figure out that if you want to even bring a normal typing. But I like you got it there. Bug does good resistance onto that poison. So I think Bug's gonna have a really nice time of variety that you can
Okay.
fill in wherever spot you need to fill in the bug typing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah, it seems so. Yeah, but bug probably, yeah, because like you said before, bug have a few coverage that will be okay for the meta. You even have a bug fighter, so yeah, probably bug will be a big deal here. So in the next
Right.
one we have the ground that is banned, like we
Mhm.
said before, because we'll be OP against this meta because we'll win most of the types. But we still have a few grounds around, not ground types, but with ground moves. So we have to watch out for those. In the next one, we have the start of the meta. We pick up the steel electric type because the man this one just resists so many stuff. Uh, is not bulky, but yeah, it seems to be okay on this meta. What do you think about this one?
I think it's absolutely great with water being banned and not allowed as like at all typing and wall rain is out. You're not really looking at many water users out there and ground typing's out, so you're not looking at mud boys. So this chunk of change right here, this Magnezone, we've seen many times. Jolt 19's love playing with it, and he showed me numerous amounts of times how it just builds energy so quickly, and then you can play around that wild charge, whether you want to go with the debuff or not. You can throw out the bait with the mirror shot. If you know how to play it, you can play it greatly. There's not much, there's no grass that's going to be a wall to it. Like fire isn't like that accessible.
Yeah,
I'm sure we'll get into fire typing because it
yeah,
seems like
yeah.
there's a couple of fire out there. Um, but it seems like this Pokemon here, this steel typing is going to feel real comfortable. Magnezone might be the first number one safe pick here for you to do on team building. Um, but looking at it, like the way the meta is shifting, it seems like fighters, like anything with a counter, might be really good. So Magnezone might take a back seat compared to that Hisuian Electrode, because both of them are kind of the same aspect,
Yeah, yeah.
strong against each other. But I think I like Magnezone. I like the fact that it's Wild Charge out there because it nukes so much better than Energy Ball.
Yeah, yeah, totally. And he's a spammy Pokemon, even glassy, but spammy like hell, man. So in the
Yeah.
next one, we had a few other steals. What do you think about this one? So only lost for fire types, like you said.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so right off the bat, we're looking at two categories that are super hard weak to fire. So if I'm a battler and I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, what has fire? I've seen these Pokemon, these three Pokemon. We've seen these three Pokemon all season, right?
Yeah,
Last Cup, Nemesis Cup, Wormadram Bug, and oh my gosh, Fortress, super strong.
yeah,
2 cups ago, Escavalier so strong that they had to ban it in the cup before. 3 cups ago, all 4 of those Pokemon, like every single one of these cups so far, have really focused on these 3 Pokemon being that steel bug typing, and they are atrocious. They're so tough, and they can range from either going after the dark typings, which is what you wanted Bug Bite on Fortress or Wormadram 3 cups ago, or you're bringing in Bullet Punch because that metal typing has that Night Slash on that Scissor, and it's just so tanky. Like, it's those 3 Pokemon right there, I would say would be your better choice to pick over the Magnezone, depending on if you play Magnezone. I don't play Magnezone, so I would probably choose a Fortress or a Wormadram.
Wormadam. But
Yeah,
probably
and I would probably
Wormadam
put
with confusion, right?
yeah, because poison is a typing that's
Yeah.
allowed. So I would definitely put that confusion out there. And who knows? You might see an infest on that fortress, which would generate quick energy for it to get to those earthquakes. Since ground is such a hard typing around here.
Yeah.
But then again, why waste that when you can put a bee drill out there and get a drill run, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah. We in the
Your
next one.
thoughts?
Sorry.
I said, what are your thoughts?
I would say Wormadam for the win, man. Confusion user all the way, man. Because so many poisons around, and Wormadam seems right to have to check that, and also the fighting types that we didn't talk uh, in this video, but Toxic Rogue is also in the meta, and probably
Yeah.
Toxic Rogue will be on the top the meta because also have the mount bombs for the ground type. So yeah, Wormadam seems okay for now. Probably people will get teams around to counter also Wormadam hard with the
Yeah.
fire and all that stuff. But yeah, for me in this moment, yeah, Wormadam seems a good pick. We also have had the Alola Sandshrew.
So much steel.
Yeah,
All
man.
5 of these Pokemon have steel. It's like you're bringing. It's like, where is my fire Pokemon?
I am
Where can I
begging.
get my fire
I
from?
am begging
Please.
for it. but yeah,
Or my puncher. Where's my counter users? Where are my counter users? Besides the Wormadram, those other 4 are going down, and it's Farm City, my friend.
yeah,
It is Farm City there.
yeah,
One shield on a Alolan Sandslash. One shield there. You don't need to, one shield on the. No, the Magnezone would be better because you could put double pressure on there.
yeah. But
Bulldoze, that's right.
yeah,
If
have
anybody's
bulldoze,
still
have
running
access to
Bulldoze
bulldoze,
on
but bulldoze is a
Sandslash.
crappy move, probably so. But yeah, he's on the meta. Not the best one, but still a good pick if you have one and you like. I don't know. Well, in the next one we had the
There it is.
final the fire, and we bring the fire. Uh, not easy fire because Litleo is Shizel Candy. So what do you think? Pioneers, Litleo.
Litleo was one of the first XL poke. I saw Litleo and it decided I'm XLing this Pokemon. It was so beautiful. The fact that it's a normal typing and it gets you that flame charge and it's got Fire Fang, so good that I was like, yeah, why wouldn't you use it? And it's so thick. I think I was watching Arrow go off on it and I was like, yeah, I absolutely want to play with it. It has crunch too, and
Yeah.
ghost typing and psychic typing is everywhere. That to have crunch, to cover that, that's great coverage as well. Not to mention it has a debuff. So I'm a big fan of buff, charge moves that give you a buff or a debuff, and this Pokemon can puff up your fast move, which will chunk out the rest of the steel typings there, or debuff your opponent for if you've got a shield there. So that's great opportunity there for Litleo to shine. I've not played with the Pyroar though, so I don't know how well it plays. I don't know what the fast move is on it.
Probably
I
Fire
love
Fang
Litleo.
or Ember, something like that. But probably is more squishy. So if you
Yeah,
if
I'm
you want
already building. What's up?
if you want to add bulk, you have to go with Litleo.
Okay.
Since
So I'm already building a team of 3 right here in Wormadram, Litleo, and Alolan Sandslash.
okay.
I,
I'll,
I
I'll,
think that's a
I'll,
pretty strong team right now.
okay.
Especially with, the rest of the meta. You've got, you're going to have the normal typing coming soon, and those tanky boys you're going to want to take those shields. So that Alolan Sandslash could be really good to get those shields from those. 'Cause
Yeah,
that
yeah,
Ice Punch comes so quickly.
yeah.
So quickly. Yeah.
So in the next one we had
Oh.
the water, the electric types, and bugs, and more ice. Like you said before, fire. Bring the fire, I bring the ice. So
Yeah.
we have a few good picks. Galvantula is also available for this meta. Galvantula is always danger. So Beedrill, like you said before, also. uh,
Beedrill, yeah. It's got that drill run. That
Also,
community day
Regice.
drill run.
Regice seems a good one over there on the corner. Just looking on the meta, I personally like Regis. I already played so many times on OpenJBL with Trio of Regis. And
Nice.
Regice, man, is so much fun. No one
Yeah.
is expecting Focus Blast or Blizzard or Earthquake on the stuff like that. So man, it's just fun. Uh, on this one, do you like? We already had also a few other fire types. Do you
Yeah,
like
the S
any?
tiers, the A tiers. Do I like any of the second
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
tiers of the bug typing or the ice? Okay.
Say yeah, yeah.
Um, I I I see the Alolan Ninetales in the back, and depending on once again, depending on if I'm trying to build a bait to draw out your poison and just have Confusion, Wormadram really go to town, um, I might be grabbing that Alolan Ninetales and throwing Charm on it and not Powder Snow, just
Okay.
because the counter users that are going to come out could come to play. But then again, you could get the same prospect with Frostlass, and so you're now having Ice Pokemon because Reggie Ice, Abomasnow, Castform, and Alolan Sandslash all lose hard to counter,
Yeah.
where Ninetales and Frostlass aren't going to do it. And if we know that counter's coming, that that might be some big issues. So that could give you better coverage and more help with your ice when it comes to Frostlass and to Alolan Ninetales. As for the bug, I would probably go with Wormadram, but definitely loving that Beedrill. I don't see I don't see Scolipede having any good, like any real specialty matchups.
No.
Like just Beedrill's got that ground typing, and that's kind of what you're looking for. You're looking for ground typing, or you're looking for fire typing in this. It
Yeah, yeah.
seems like because that those two types are just going to give you some really strong coverage throughout the meta. Whether you're paired against a Pokemon that is hard walling you or not, you're still gonna get the shield, or still gonna lay down some significant damage to where you can flip a hard or soft loss into a hard or soft win.
Yeah.
Like I said, Hisuian, Electrode looks really good. I saw some lineups from Panic's little. He did a practice tournament, and a lot of people were bringing that instead of Electrode because I think it has
Energy
has
ball.
energy ball.
Yeah, yeah.
It's energy ball. I was running Swift. I went really funny, and I started running Swift. I'm like, let's just see what Swift does because like Gen 1 Swift on Eevee was like the way to go, and you're
Yeah.
using it all the time, and it did so much damage. I was like, let's see what Swift does. It does like nothing. I'm like, oh, this is a sad move. I will not do this anymore. So, but these four fire Pokemon up here actually act as fire typing, but can cover a lot of that
Yeah.
grass or electric typing. So I'm gonna slaughter this dog's name. Magnetric.
Magnetric. Uh, it's hard
Magnetric.
it's hard to say.
Yeah, the electric
Electric
Pokemon
dog.
that have
The electric dog.
the electric dog, but both electric Pokemon that have fire typing are actually really key and could take over the electric typing for you because they'll cover what you need to on that, but then they also cover everything else. Like Zebstrike, I believe, has Crunch, and so does Magnetric. Magnetic has, I think it's got Wild Charge on it. So like,
I know about Overeat. About Crunch, I am not 100% sure. But
I think it's two
but you
nukes
still
or
have
something. But
Skuntank. Skuntank seems also a good pick.
yeah,
Poison Dart.
I was gonna get to
also.
that. The Skuntank and Roserade are probably where people are gonna go because of that poison dart typing, so the confusion won't do too much, but you can still put that fire pressure down. But the Roserade with the spammy fire, because all those other ones are pretty long generating energy, like they have to generate a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Where Roserade's like Fire Punch or Weather Ball.
Weather ball.
And that is so fast. Like you're getting shields. You're easy getting shields. So if you're building a team where you can get Roserade, I could build a line that can take out your opponent's shields and have Litleo come in and do the rest of the damage because it takes a little bit to get to Flame Charge or Crunch. Like that is what the team combo is there for. So those two on the fire side. Like you could probably get away with making at least 2 out of those fire typings right there, and then add in a Litleo, a Wormadram, and we'll go with the Frostlass. We'll go with the meta type Frostlass because everybody loves a Shadow Ball. I love a Shadow Ball.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love a Shadow Ball?
Yeah. That is true.
What do you guys think? What are you thinking,
Uh,
man? Tell me your
I,
thoughts. I gotta bounce off you. Let's go off this
I
because
will.
we think different styles.
I will say Skuntank because Skuntank is, man, it's just a beast.
Mm-hmm.
You could run with Crunch, Sludge Bomb, Flamethrower, and it's tanky. And you need to build some bulk also around your team. I don't like very much Roserate. I know he's spammy, but also lose for Confusion user Wormadam. So I am
Yeah.
trying not to dig a hole on my team for Wormadam show up and, well, let's rip this team up. So yeah, I would say Skuntank seems the best pick on those four. Because like I said, I think Wormadam will be a problem for the most teams because most
Mm-hmm.
teams already have Wormadam, probably even Shizel one from the Nemesis Cup, and Shizel Wormadam is a good pick. And like I said before, I like Regi Ice, even losing for counter users and fire types. But seems so okay to have a Pokemon that could like erase a Pokemon with Char's move. So it's a big deal, but Frostless seems kind of short for me. I don't know. I like to play with Frostless. I kind of don't. Man, it's hard to say.
I, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm probably not rocking any ice Pokemon this cup. I will probably not rock any ice Pokemon, and I'm gonna try to avoid steel because I just feel that fire is gonna take over, especially because everybody's gonna be having a counter user as
Yeah.
well. Because if you don't, you're just gonna get overwhelmed by the normal typing of Lickitung or Chansey. I don't know if you're aware of this, but Chansey is allowed.
Yeah.
Chansey hasn't been allowed since like season 1, and that's because DV Sheriff and a bunch of other players just exploit the health of
Yeah.
Chansey. Like, think about that. Regice, Chansey, and Lickitung on someone who's not rocking a counter user.
Man.
You're not winning that. You're not winning that.
No. Sorry. Yeah, yeah,
That time's
Shanty.
gonna be up, and they're gonna have that line's gonna have so much health still on it. It's gonna win no matter what. So like, I feel like you're drawing the counter user. Absolutely, the meta will draw a counter user,
Yeah.
especially with those normal typing. So Wormadram, having that Wormadram will be key, and maybe there's other Pokemon out there that have psychic abilities that will become huge factors that no one can see. That maybe we can find today.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not using ice at all. Like, I can't. With the fire and fighting being like the top tier, I feel like unless you're going with Frostlass or putting Charm on Ninetales, there's there's really not much.
A room.
Lapras, just because of the health, I really don't see myself doing ice though.
Okay.
Nothing with ice.
So we bring
Yeah.
all that stuff you already talked.
Oh,
So
Shawarma.
it's so up, man. So you already talked about the Lapras. We also have Dugong. We also have Lanturn, that is electric water. We also bring the counter users, a few, and also a few other picks that seems okay to have in this meta, like Grimer, Shizel, probably. Drapion, that is a real thing from Nemesis Cup also. Uh, what do you think about these ones that we're already at?
All right, so like I'm already going super crazy, and this is just when I see stuff like this, I just yeah. Brace yourself. This might be a cup where we could bring back Water Gun Lantern.
Yeah,
I know that's crazy, right? But with all the poisons going out there, right? Instead of going for the electric move, you can go for the water gunner and just farm it down and build up to the hydro pump for whatever the next Pokemon is and stuff like that. It's a thought process for sure, like absolutely crazy thought, but it just kind of looks like that. Um, I like the Drapion. I like having that Drapion out there because of that Aqua Tail access. And I mean, you could even bait it, put in Fellstinger,
yeah,
give some really good fun, and just boost up the Aqua Tail because water is gonna have Water is going to have some good play amongst all of these Pokemon. And if you can get a water user that's not going to get countered immediately by a Galvantula
Yeah.
or a Magnezone, then you're going to be in a really good position to try to kind of like take over the battle at hand. And I think that having Drapion definitely exposes that. Heracross and Toxicroak are so good as counter users. Like I hate seeing meta. I love Obstagoon, right? I love Obstagoon so much. But oh my god, I hate seeing it in all of these metas where counter is so prominent because it just everybody's gonna be bringing a counter user, and
Yeah.
the last thing you want to do is look at how much steel is out there, look at how much ice is out there. Like you're just gonna hurt yourself and weak, like even make your team so much weak to that counter user that you're not gonna want to do that. Like
Yeah.
Obstagoon has to be put to the back, but Heracross, man. Heracross has that good play there. I believe it's got Drill Run, right?
No, Heracross have Hawk Blast, Earthquake, Mega Horn, and Close Combat.
Earthquake. Earthquake and um, Rock Blast.
Yeah.
Great combo right there. You can definitely get the spam onto the bugs or nuke what you want, what you can. Like that Pokemon right there is definitely for those battlers who want to play against, like whether they're playing their team as a nuke Pokemon that's gonna get the shield, that's gonna go for damage, or go for a Pokemon that's gonna get damage. So
Yeah.
I like Heracross. We talked about Toxicroak,
Yeah.
but as you're saying, as we've been talking about it, man, oh man, that Confusion Wormadram might take over and be the meta shift once the
Yeah.
meta gets unlocked. Because if like Vigoroth is great, but it's weak against counter too, so why not put out like a Toxicroak out there as your counter user to the counters as well, so that you're not just only banking on some couple of bug type Pokemon.
Yeah.
You put Confusion on Wormadram though, and that Toxicroak is gone in 4 taps, and
Yeah.
Wormadram has an Iron Head ready to go for whatever comes in the back.
Yeah. And Vigoroth, will have room there, or do you think Counter City is not for Vigoroth in this meta?
I think
Vigoroth is
will
always
have
a good
play.
safe swap. He's always a
Yeah,
good safe
it
swap.
always a good save swap. He's got great play. It's not like Obstagoon where he's gonna just get nuked by counters. He will be able to get off that body slam spam that he can get off. He will be able to build up to the bulldoze and at least get a shield on that Toxicroak if it is that Toxicroak,
Yeah.
or you get that poison typing that you can get off of. Like he does still have great play in this meta. But I feel like against in the counter category of all those counter users, Toxicroak reigns. But I think that Heracross will be the one that just beats Vigoroth here. But people love playing Vigoroth, so I don't expect to count it out. I expect people to just play this counter as their 1-2 that they just are so comfortable with. They know how to play with it so well.
Yeah, probably. And we forgot to mention that Obstagoon also have the other problem that the bug types are alone. So not only the counter users, but also the bug types, because he's normal and dark type.
Normal.
So yeah. So we sorry.
It's just so weak. You see him.
Yeah.
You see these counter users being so prominent. It's like, Obstagoon, I want to, but you're just gonna get lit up by even your counter users. Like, why would I?
Yeah.
And Ghost isn't even a thing. There's no Ghost out there.
Only
what are you playing Obstagoon? Yeah, what are you playing Obstagoon for? Hyper Beam memes? Like,
yeah, Hyper Bees, probably. Now we had the water that are missing, chances and all that stuff, all the good stuff. Now we bring the normal types that we didn't talk much before, only Leaky Tank, Chansey. Also a few more poison. Few more electric types that could be not electric only, not a thing over this meta. But your ideas on this normal, on the final graphic of this meta?
don't be knocking Charmchew. You don't see it coming, and no one sees it coming, and it builds up the Thunder Punch and Brick Break, and Charmchew can surprise a lot of people. If you want to play with a Charm user, I'd say go with Charmchew as your Charm user, but that's for Charm. Like we were talking about, where Snorlax, Lickitung. So obviously counters what you're gonna want. Because if you don't have a counter user, those it has superpower, and then what's the other one it's got?
Stomp, Drain Punch.
Is it Stomp that? It's Stomp that it's telling us to take. Like Stomp, right? You got Body Slam, and you could put Earthquake onto that Snorlax Disc Cup. You don't have to be rocking a superpower because nothing. I mean, yeah, fighting is. You want to have it great against other normals, but you don't really need it. Earthquake would get you the better option, better coverage, and you won't debuff yourself if something else comes out. Chansey's just gonna take all your damage. The normal typing is gonna take your stuff. I'm really excited though about that top. And just like our fire typing there, all of those can like fill a different category. The Haunter can cover. Haunter and Golbat can cover. Vigoroth, the Toxicroak, and the Heracross. Golbat, I mean, you might not even need Shadow Ball. Go crazy with me. You put Aerial Ace on a Golbat, right? Poison Fang, Aerial Ace. You can cover more. It still does damage. You don't have to worry about a bait game. At that point, you're pressuring shields, and you can bring in your fire Pokemon or your Wormadram or your whatever it is that can just shoot off. Like, I really like that top group. I think that top group's gonna be that core of your team that's gonna give that team characteristic of what your team, how your team is built. Like, I'm here to fight with your fighting type Pokemon, and the rest of these Pokemon are here to cover the meta. Or I'm here to fight against your, anti-counter in that Venusaur, right? So the anti-counters would be the water type Pokemon. In that Venusaur, you're electric, so that's why Venusaur is here. You got Muck rocking that Thunder Punch. You can put on an Acid Spray there, lower down the tankiness of those Pokemon in the normals. So much to be had, so much play there from all of that group that it'll be really interesting to see where people come off of. And then another note is that I see a Psychic over there on Luxray, a Psychic move on Luxray, which could actually be huge. Those Psychic things could actually be a huge factor now.
Yeah, probably Luxray will be show up since many people already have built from the community day. But yeah, I still think the group with Golbat Venusaur is a great group to have at least one of those on the team. Like you said, Golbat
at least one of those.
Yeah, Golbat doesn't even need Shadow Ball to work here, because man. But the problem is, again, Wormadam. we already bring the problem.
But the thing is with the Wormadram though, like, you're going with straight Poison Fangs at that much. Aerial Ace, even if you put Shadow Ball on it, Shadow Ball's not gonna. I used to catch Shadow Balls on Wormadram back when people were throwing with the Frostlass, and I was just like, you're not gonna get me. It's not psychic typing. People forget that it's not psychic typing. So they'll throw a Shadow Ball and it'll only do maybe a fifth of the health on the Wormadram, who's just built like a beast. So that's why I'm saying, Aerial Ace won't do it, but the thing you'd want to get with that Golbat is the debuff. You want to put that debuff. Then that Wormadram is out. Yeah, it might take. It might be Toxicroak in the back, but if it's a double debuff Wormadram and you've got a shield for the Iron Head that's coming, that's absolutely coming, you can sneak in a counter, you can, survive a little better, you can put more pressure on with a counter, then you won't be so hard, wiped out by that confusion. I mean, it's gonna hurt still. We're
Yeah,
not
yeah,
debuffing the attack. We're just debuffing the defense where you can survive a little better on
yeah,
that against that confusion. But it would be the tactic because you're absolutely right. Confusion is key.
yeah.
Key here,
Word
and that's what I'm
Madame
saying.
seems the top meta for me after talking with you. Word Madame, Litleo, and other four to build the team seems perfect.
I would say, you know what? I would go with your Magnezone. If you like that Magnezone, right? Because you're still doing exactly what you want. You're drawing out that fighter. You're putting hurt down on that poison typing. Unless they've got a Drapion, right? But then you've got Wormadram's got the Bug Bite, or the Mega Horn, Bug Buzz on it.
Bug Buzz.
That can take out that Drapion in a shot. Like fire typing, you're taking your ice typing, that's taken care of. You're worried about your the big thick normal boys, right? Because we were talking about how you should always have a counter. But if you don't put the counter out there, if the normal boy does come out, you've got wild charges, you've got mega or bug buzzes still, and then you also have flame charges, which still put on tons of damage on that normal. So those three, that lineup of three that we Magnezone, Litleo, and Wormadram, like a good line of three right there. Like,
yeah.
Good coverage. Now, is Oranguro, did that have a psychic? I haven't played with it yet. I have not got to play with it yet.
Which one? Sorry. I was looking with what?
Oranguro?
Oranguru. He's psychic normal, but I don't think he's a meta
The moveset
relevant.
isn't psychic typing?
I know I have psychic normal, but I am not sure if he's good for this meta. Even with the psychic and normal resisting to counters, but I think people will go for normal things on like Lickitung, Chansey probably, even Greedent at some point, because I have access to Crunch for the debuff and spammy body slams.
Spammy body slams.
Yeah. Yeah, probably fighting types will love it, but the fighting types that we talked before, like Toxic Rogue, Heracross, putting out the Obstagoon, and Vigoroth, will not love spammy body slams, and counter down the Grident is not easy, so probably is a good choice also for the normal types there. I would say this meta at first idea looks fun, and lots of good ideas could be done here or there, like you said. Luxray seems okay also. Water Gun Lanturn. Man, so many good choices. Will be
What do you see
a tough
for a line
month.
of three?
My line of three, I would
What's
say.
a line of three for you?
Wormadam, Litleo, like I said to you, and probably I would say Skuntank also, because I love to play with Skuntank. And I missed the Skuntank from a previous cup, so yeah, Skuntank, Litleo, and Wormadam probably will be my line of three, and probably the rest will cover like a goal, but probably I will need that, and fighting type I will go with Heracross, because Heracross seems so good also. So yeah, probably. So
Heracross is it bug fighting? Right?
Bug fighting, yeah.
Bug fighting, so it will get hit hard by the confusion, but not too hard.
Okay. Yeah, but like you said, could run close combat, earthquake, man. It's just nuke moves, and even Wormadam have to look out for a earthquake, or even a close combat on Wormadam will do a good chunk of damage. So
yeah, oof, it's gonna be fun. It's my first look at this. This is actually nice graphic. Well done. I really like this graphic you have up here.
Thanks.
It's very helpful.
Say.
No, I like you said you like the skunk tank. I like the skunk tank. That's a great choice.
No, Skuntank seems a good one, even with the bugs, because it shares the dark types also.
Yeah.
But have a sex to flamethrower crunch seems right for this meta. That is why Skuntank and is a bulky Pokemon, not a squishy one. So could pressure shields or even change the match. So
Yeah, skunk tank. That's no. I'm listening to it. I'm like, yeah. It's got that dark piping
yeah.
too. Yeah, that's
And
good.
for me is better that Drapion. I don't know why. I like Drapion, but Aquatail seems so short. Okay, you could have Fell Stinger to buff your attack, but Aquatail seems so short for me. Okay,
Mhm.
you have access to Crunch, Sludge Bomb also, but Aquatail doesn't seem a good move for me in this meta. I would say I would prefer to counter Litleo with a normal type and a fighting type, and probably with the pseudo poison types that I was going to use, like Drapion. I don't know, Drapion now.
Yeah, I'll probably. I mean, now that you showed us that top left graphic, Grapion doesn't seem so great. I mean, Golbat right there
Yeah,
just seems so much better.
even
Golbat
a lone
and
muck.
Venusaur,
Even a lone muck also. I know he's
the dark
like a
typing.
underdog. For example, like Golbat or Hunter, Venusaur. But a
Hmm.
lone muck is also so spammy, man. Um, okay, he's squishy against the ground type of Toxic Road, for example. Match versus Toxic Road is horrible, but still a good Pokemon for pressure shields, and if you want to run
Hmm.
Acid Spray is also a good way to go, and there isn't like okay the bugs resist to dark. No, don't resist dark. So dark is okay move, but you could run like poison jabs to deal more damage and acid spray to keep the pressure on fast. Uh,
Hmm.
so yeah, it's going to be a fun month. It seems.
Yeah, it really does seem like it's going to be a fun month, especially like a lot of these Pokemon are community day Pokemon.
Yeah,
So a lot of players will have these Pokemon to play with, or they've, if you've been battling for a while, these are all Pokemon that we should have already built,
yeah,
right? The only thing I wouldn't see playing so much of are those Chanseys. But then again, battlers will have Chanseys.
yeah.
I promise you, if you are watching, there will be a Chansey in your tournament. You will see a Chansey in your tournament. Like it's that thing is so thick, and battlers will see like we definitely be playing with it because it could just do whatever and then shoot a hyper beam off of pound, and that's getting a shield or that's doing damage. Like
Yeah,
it's just like the Regi Ice, only it's thicker. Or
yeah,
it can
yeah,
take better hits.
yeah. So, Sosa, once again, thanks you so much for being here with
Yeah.
us, doing this Firefly Cup meta for the next month. Like is normal on the channel, we let you do the honors and say goodbye, say whatever you want. The channel is yours. So once again, for me and my team, a big thanks. So it's all yours. Go for it.
Oh,
You could
well,
make the party, man.
make the party.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hold up a second. Let's see how many people are here. I know that Darius Pint is writing. Hello, Darius. You are always around. How many people are viewing us right now? Who's viewing us? Who's in the chat? If you're in the chat, let's get hyped.
Uh,
Wait, I'm
pro-
taking over this channel. Let's get hyped. You all know, you know
Probably
me.
only
I like
red,
to get hyped.
because most people was, oh my god, they are talking too much. So
Oh, it says you went offline.
yeah, was a problem with my internet. I don't know
Oh, okay.
why, but it's normal sometimes.
Okay. Oh, there it is. 2 viewers. I was like, oh, that one. I got offline that time. Okay, cool. So, Thank you, everybody. We're having some fun here. Hopefully, you got what you were looking for in the chat with me and Lucky Roo. He mentioned that Wormadram with confusion, and that's kind of been the highlight of this cup. He really likes the Regi Ice. I don't really see Ice playing, but you know what? If you can make it work right with those Focus Blasts, get the shield, you're doing the same exact thing with that Pokemon as you would with the uh, Roserade. Only difference is you know what you're doing with the Reg Ice, and I know what I'm doing with the Roserade. So
Yeah.
that would be the difference of it. So just doing what you got to do and playing with the Pokemon you want to play with. Hopefully, you got a lot of good little insights and tricks on how the Firefly is going to come out. This is definitely a more laid back meta for sure. So it should be a lot easier than the Nemesis Cup, where we just had a cup where we were really grinding on trying to figure it out. This cup is really laid back. Thank you for the Team Lucky Roo for inviting me to the wonderful channel here. I know you guys are building up your Portugal community, and that is wonderful as we are getting ready to get back open into the real world. Hopefully your community comes up strong and is held together and comes back and gets ready, because man, we're getting back to live battles, and I loved them in season one. Rube, did you play season one live battles?
No, man. I just play with COVID, so yeah, I miss
Uh,
the fun parts of battle. So
Yo, that hits the heart. That's something
yeah,
else. When you get to see your friends and you get to have those moments together and then laugh about it later when everybody's rooting for one player to win so that everybody gets a 6-1. Oh, man.
yeah.
Those are tough times. But, yeah, that's great what you guys are doing for your community. So keep it up. That's wonderful. Bring it right back right as we're getting back open. So I hope you guys get to experience those fun times.
Thanks, man.
Thank you for having me. Be sure to check out my channel, Team Rocket PvP on Twitch,
For
Team
sure.
Rocket Academy on YouTube. And I be sure to hit Twitter, SoSaFlo19 Twitter, or Team Rocket Academy Twitter, Team Rocket PvP Twitter.
Okay.
But yeah, that's it.
That's
That's
it,
all
man.
of it. Thank
So
you.
thank you once again, SoSaFlo. Uh, I will let the links on the description of the video. And once again, thank you, man.